Assalamualaikum and good evening. Sarawak Governor Tun Pin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar and his wife Tuan Puan Datuk Patinggi Fauzia Muhammad Sanusi safely arrived at Miri Airport on Thursday to attend a series of Aidilfitri visits around the city. The arrival was welcomed by Minister of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah with his wife Datin Sri Zuraini Abdul Jabbar and Sarawak Minister for Transport Datuk Sri Lee Kim Shin with his wife Datin Sri Kong Shui Lin. Also present to welcome the arrival were Miri Division Resident Galong Luang, Miri Deputy District Police Chief Superintendent Muhammad Shafiq alias Genuine Abdullah, Miri Division Malay Community Head Temenggung Muhammad Abang Othman and local community leaders. Upon arrival, Miri Division Imam Sharafuddin Suaud led the prayer. The purpose of Tun Pin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi and Tuan Puan Datuk Patinggi Fauziah's arrival was to attend Aidilfitri visits to several residences of prominent leaders, family members and close friends in Miri in conjunction with the Aidilfitri celebration. Sarikei's strategic location in central Sarawak is expected to serve as a primary transit hub for the central zone, in line with the development of major infrastructure networks including the constructions of bridges, the Pen Borneo Highway and the Coastal Road. Sarawak Deputy Minister for Urban Planning, Land Administration and Environment, Datuk Len Talif Saleh, stated that this strategic infrastructure development will enhance the mobility of the people in addition to stimulating the flow of visitors to the area. According to him, the readiness of these connectivity networks is also expected to provide economic spillovers to the local community and strengthen social interactions among the people. He said this during the Aidilfitri ceremony with leaders at the Kampung Seberang Sarikei Multipurpose Hall on Wednesday. In the meantime, the Kuala Rajang Assemblyman also emphasized that human capital development must be empowered to ensure that the requirements for expert powers and skilled workers can be met, aligned with the implementation of various development projects in Sarawak. Sarawak continues to strengthen its position as a regional tourism hub as the host of the 3rd Southeast Asia Tour Guide Conference 2026 from 13 to 15 October held at Kingwood Hotel, Cebu. The conference is expected to bring together about 1,000 delegates from all over Southeast Asia, thus serving as a strategic platform in strengthening the professional standards of tour guides and driving the development of high-quality tourism industry in the ASEAN region. The program is organized by the Sarawak Tourist Guides Association in collaboration with the Malaysian Tourist Guides Council and supported by Business Events Sarawak. The organizations of this edition follows the success of the inaugural conference in Kuching in 2024 and is carried out in line with the aspirations of Visit Malaysia Year 2026, in addition to serving as a platform to address industry challenges and strengthen cooperation networks among frontline players in tourism sector. Deputy Minister for Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Datuk Snodan Lawan said Sarawak targeted 5 million visitors by 2026 while still prioritizing the quality of the experience. According to him, to ensure that the growth of the tourism sector continues to be sustainable, tour guides need to be given comprehensive support, equipped with relevant skills and prepared to face the demands of the future.
To sustain this growth, our tourist guide must be well supported, well equipped and ready to meet future demands. To achieve this ministry has taken 2 key steps. First, with the support of the Business Event Sarawak, we are developing our guide through this conference, creating a platform for learning, collaboration and regional exchange. Second, we have allocated funding to train new registered regional specific tourist guide and Sarawak Park guide to strengthen our talent pipeline. These are the 2 very important key steps that we introduced. This reflects Sarawak's legacy-driven approach to conferences.
He added that the strategic move reflects Sarawak's legacy-based approach to organizing conferences with an emphasis on long-term impacts on the developments of the state's tourism industry. The potential of agro sector as a driver of the community economy continues to be strengthened as a Sabaki farm in Kampung Tanjung Tuang emerges as an integrated agricultural model capable of generating income and opening up agro-tourism opportunities in rural areas. Deputy Minister of Rural and Regional Development, Datuk Rubiah Wang, said that Sabaki Farm is not just an ordinary farm, but rather an integrated project that combines orchid cultivation by the Samarahan Orchid Club as well as farming activities that are managed systematically and sustainably. She also expressed her admiration for the beauty and diversity of orchid species planted, including the unique planting methods, whether on the ground or in between oil palm trees, showcasing the creativity and tenacity of local entrepreneurs in developing the agricultural sector. The Kota Samarahan Member of Parliament added that the integrated agricultural approach implemented at Sabaki Farm could serve as a model for other communities in optimizing the use of land and existing resources to increase yields and income. At the same time, she believed that with continued support from the government and relevant agencies, more such initiatives can be expanded, thus contributing to more sustainable and competitive rural development. This visit demonstrates the high potential of Sabaki Farm as an agro-tourism destination capable of attracting visitors and opening up new economic opportunities for the local community. The proposal to establish a community volunteer firefighters team is seen as increasingly important in strengthening the preparedness of residents, especially in rural areas that face challenges of distance and time for emergency response. Deputy Minister in the Sarawak Premier's Department Corporate Affairs, Information and UKAS, Dato' Abdullah Saidul, said the need has become more pressing following the fire incidents that destroyed a house in Kampong Semop in the early hours of Thursday morning. According to him, the local community must be equipped with basic knowledge and initial skills in dealing with fires so that immediate action can be taken before the arrival of the fire brigade. The Semop Assemblyman also stressed that efforts to empower the community through the establishment of the volunteer team will continue to be intensified to ensure that the safety of the residents is always guaranteed. He also suggested that basic facilities such as water pumps, hoses, and water barrels be provided at several strategic locations in the village as an initial step to control fires, especially in areas that are difficult for the fire engines to enter. Efforts to put out a forest fire in Kuala Tatau is being intensified as the incident, which began last Monday, enters its 5th day, with waterbombing operations stepped up to prevent the fire from spreading. A total of 30 firefighters are involved in the operation, including 17 from the airborne firefighting team, with 40 waterbombing sorties carried out so far, particularly in inland areas that are difficult to access by land. As of yesterday, the fire is estimated to have affected 5 hectares, with 3 hectares brought to under control, while the remaining 2 hectares in dense forests are still being tackled. Japak Assemblyman Iskandar Turki, together with Tatau District Officer Kelvin Ligong, surveyed the fire-affected areas by helicopter on Thursday and personally handed out food and drinks to personnel on site. Iskandar also reminded the community to avoid open burning, noting that the hot and dry conditions could easily trigger forest fires. The fire department will continue monitoring the situation and ensure firefighting operations run continuously until the fire is fully extinguished. And that's the English edition with me, Saiful Bahri Muhammad. More news can be found in our official portal ukas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. We round up tonight's UKAS Bulletin with the displays from the water bombing operations in Kuala Tatau. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.